Good evening, good people. Waiting on my guy Tim Baker to check in. How you doing, Amber Latrice? Waiting on my guy Tim Baker to get tuned in. I think I see him. I see you, Tim.
What up, bro?
What's going on?
What's up with you?
I'm cool. I'm cool. We got the most famous barber in the city in the building. You hear me? Found,
I don't know about that.
found, founder, the owner, and the creator of Baker's Barber College, man. Tim Baker, welcome. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. How you doing, brother?
Everything all good. I'm just quarantining and hustling, bro. Just quarantining and hustling, man. How was the family
Oh,
trip to Miami, man?
man, it actually was pretty dope. I stayed on Miami Beach, not South Beach. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. How long y'all was
Kind of
down there
laid
for?
back on that end.
How long y'all was down there?
We just stayed for a couple of days.
Okay.
Hmm.
Let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. I got a few questions for you, man. Being a master barber and all, here was my first question right here. Like I asked everybody with their career. When did you first know you wanted to be a barber, and what was the little inkling that let you know that this is what you wanted to do?
Man, I was like in the sixth grade, I think, sixth or seventh grade. Actually, we was on my guy who owns Griffin Hot Dogs. Give a shout out to them. We was on his back porch. His mom lived a couple houses down from my mom, and
Okay.
we were just on the back porch, man, trying some stuff, and I'm still trying. I mean, I just started that day and kept going, and I by the time I got to high school, I was fairly decent,
Okay.
where I could make a little money with it. So my mom actually put me in barber college. My junior year, I got kicked out of high school, and I was in a alternative school. So then after that, I went to Barber College. So I stayed
The one,
there.
the one downtown. The one downtown.
Yeah, the one downtown on Market Street. A lot of people don't know about that, but a lot of older people do. But it was right there where Applebee's was at, across from Chili's.
I remember that.
Uh,
Yeah.
I stayed there like 13 months. Got my barber license, man, and the rest is history. I worked at Clee Barber Shop like 3 years, and then
You cut my hair over there. You cut my hair over there.
yeah,
I
shout
remember
out to
that.
Clee too. That's my
Yeah,
guy.
Cruz, Joel, the whole crew
So
over there. Yeah, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I stayed over there, man, 3 years. Then I got my own shop, like 4 years. Then I went back to Cleves for 12 more years, and now I got the school going. I've been open since 2015.
Okay, look, I didn't know you had your own shop. What was the name of your shop and where was it at? I never knew you had your own shop.
So I had one on Will Cox on next to on Air Place, across from the
Okay.
old food line in that little Eastdale Plaza. I was up there like 2 years. Then I had a shop on Brainerd Road for like 2 years. Then I went back to Cleves for 12 more years.
Okay. All right. Cool. So Cleve's was the first professional shop that you worked in, right?
Yeah, no doubt. It was I learned a lot from Clee, man. It was different because at first I was the only young cat in there, and I was eating up all the kids, man. Back then, haircut. I think when I started out in Cleves, haircuts was like $8 and
Yeah.
12 with the beard. So I think it almost on double or triple that now.
Yes. Yeah. You're right. You're right. So what kind of once you moved on and got your own shop, what kind of business knowledge did you learn from Cleve that you applied to your shop?
Um, the main thing, man, is just learning how to deal with people, man. And
Gotcha.
you know, it's man, it's a million different types of attitudes out here on a daily basis, man. And if you can deal with different attitudes, and you probably can do anything, really. That's on any job, it's always somebody. So if you can deal with different attitudes, man, you can. Barbering is a good career, actually. Like I said, if you can deal with different attitudes, you can make good money.
Jobs are showing that. Let me ask this right here. Okay, this is the main question I wanted to ask right here. You worked in Cleves, you went and got your own shop, you went back to Cleves. At what point did you say, what was the driving point behind you to say, you know what, I don't want my own shop no more, I want to open a Barber college? Because that's some different shit right there. That ain't like opening a restaurant or like opening a shoe store. You actually opening a college. Like that's different right there, where people actually come to you and have a licensed education through a professional barber. What made you go that route? That's some boss shit right there. What made you go that route?
Actually, at
What
the
the idea
time,
come
like
from?
go ahead.
I said, where
And
did that
like,
idea even come from? Most people wouldn't think like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you open your own shop, it's like you've made it. You know what I'm saying? But you
yeah,
went a step further. So where did that come from?
actually, back in '02 or '03, this guy named Larry was the barber inspector. He go around to all the shops and he give you your grade or whatever. And
Right.
Larry kind of watched me come up, man. He knew me at the barber college. He actually used to own the barber college before the lady downtown named Judy did. He sold it to her.
Okay.
So
Right.
fast forward, he was the barber inspector. One day he came in Cleves when I went back to Cleves. He was like, "Man, you ought to open up a barber school." And I actually wish I would have did it back then, cause rent was cheap back then. A lot of
Yeah.
rent was a lot cheaper. I could have got a better boost off, and then I would have probably learned a little bit more than what I know now. Um, Cause there's a lot that come with that school stuff, man, and it's
So
like
let
any
me ask
other
this:
school, I guess.
what's the steps you
Go
take to
ahead.
open? I mean, what route do you even go to even start doing that? For one, what's the steps you take to open a barber college? And two, what are some of the bumps in the road that you experience on the way to opening the college?
Well, it's pretty much like opening up a barber shop. Anybody can open up a barber shop. Anybody can open up a college. But the thing about a school, you got to have an instructor or whatever. But me personally, what I done, I saved my own money. I started putting back money. Like it took me 3 years to put. I started back in 2012, and I put a donation box in the barber shop, and I was taking donations. I actually thought I would get more than what I actually got, man. Cause I know a lot of people around here, man. I'm thinking like, well, if I get $20 from everybody I know, that'll cover everything. Man, I started telling folks what my vision was. They walking away from it. They didn't want to hear it. They say that's my vision.
Right,
They just didn't want to have nothing to do with it. I guess they didn't believe in me or something, man. So,
right, right,
I just started putting back money every week, man. And I even went in banks, man. I went, to different organizations and man, our people really don't know, man. It really ain't too much help out there for you. Not in no business, not no startup. I put it that way.
So your startup was out of your pocket. It was no bank loans, none of that. It was all out of your pocket.
Everything out of my pocket. I went in a bank with my business plan, man, and I had my bow tie on. Uh, Man, they didn't even really look at my business plan. They were just like, "Oh no, sir, we don't do that." And I'm like, "Well, I see a sign outside that say, y'all do business loan." They all of them say, "Well, you got a startup loan." So that let me know right there. I said, "Oh, okay, I see what's going on."
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
stuff like that, man, that ain't gonna stop me, man. I done been down before, man. I throw the whole bag in. I'ma try it anyway.
Right, right, right. Yeah, let me ask you this. All right, so if I'm a barber and I'm trying to get my license, why do I want to go to Baker's Barber College as opposed to going taking cosmetology classes at Chat State? What's the benefits? Why would I want to come there? Besides supporting my own, why would I want to come there?
Uh, I mean, I wouldn't even say, people support your own or whatever, man. I would just say, go what's better for you. Uh, You know, Chat State, you know, they got financial aid right now. So I tell people all the time, man, if you can't afford what I got going on, I mean, that might be a better route for you. But over at
Yeah.
my school, it's more flexibility. You know, they might be a little bit, they probably
Froze up
a
a
lot
little bit.
more serious than I am.
Yes, yes,
And you
yes.
know, I mean, like the part I don't get, you know, how people try to even compare me to a community college. Man, come on, man. I'm Tim Baker. I'm by myself.
Right,
I mean,
right, right,
can you
right.
compare me to a place that got probably roughly 100 employees? Man, they got basketball teams. Hopefully, I get
Right,
on that level one day. That's what I'm trying to get to.
right,
You
right,
know?
right. I get that. I get that. I respect the come up, brothers. I remember you cutting in the shops. So to see you go from the shops of having a barber college to where up and coming barbers have to come to you in order to get certified. That shit dope to me, bro. That shit dope, man. You know what I'm
I,
saying? I got one more question for you.
I,
What are the
I,
benefits? I'm sorry.
I even reached out to the lady that had the school I went to. And, you know, she told me a lot. She was like, Tim, you know, she said, you got a lot of drive, man. I've been having drive all my life, man. Ever since you've been knowing me, like, I mean, when I meet you, I probably was 17, 16, 17 when
I
I
was
first
young.
met you.
I was still coming to Cleves. I was young, bro. Yeah, I was young. I was in my 20s at least. You feel me? Yeah. Or younger. No,
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
younger than that. Yeah, younger than that. Yeah.
yeah.
It's been over 20 years, bro.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
It's
And,
been
you
over 20
know,
years.
I've been trying to
Yeah.
get it, you know, ever since I was a kid, man, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So have you seen, so once you became your own boss in terms of the barber college, what kind of doors have you seen open? What kind of benefits have you seen? Not really financial, but just overall in terms of business. What kind of ways have you seen you benefited since you've made a power move like that?
Uh, well, I would say I've met more people. I would say
Okay.
that, like,
Okay.
far as you know, I always knew a lot, man. I tell people this. I know people A to Z, man, from
Right.
dope boys to preachers and everything in between. So I just feel like I have met more people in that regard, but far as doors opening, I ain't a door open yet.
Got you.
You know, I'm about to kick some doors down, but I ain't nothing to
Sometimes
open
you got
up
to do
yet.
that. Sometimes you got to
Yeah,
do that.
and I mean, you know, anything worth having, man, it's hard to get it. You know, it's gonna be a struggle. So I'm
Right.
with that. I done been down before, man. That ain't nothing right there. So
Got you. Got you. Got you. Man, it was a Tim Baker. I appreciate you for tuning in, my guy. PIMPOHOLIC TV podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go support Baker's Barber College. You know what I'm saying? Like it, share it, do all that. Let them know how they can get at you, man. If you got an Instagram, just promoting the college.
hey, we at Baker's Barber College, Baker's Barber and Cosmetology on Instagram, and Baker's Barber and Cosmetology on Facebook. Uh, come in tomorrow. You say you seen this video, we'll give you $5 off, so that'll make your haircut $5.
That's what's
You
up.
can
I
reach us
appreciate
at
that, man.
3983 Brainerd Road, across from the Speedway.
Yes.
Hey, Maul, I
Yes.
appreciate you for having me, man.
I appreciate the love, man. Stay up, bro. Good luck with everything.
All right.
All right, homie. Yep.